What if the platform you trusted to build your dream job turned into your worst nightmare? Imagine sharing a piece of your life online, chasing freedom and fame, only to find yourself stalked, exposed, or hunted by someone hiding behind a screen. That's the dark reality some OnlyFans creators have lived through. Tonight, we're diving deep into 2 true horror stories from the platform stories so unsettling. They'll question everything you think you know about the app's glamorous side. Grab a blanket, dim the lights, and let's uncover the chilling tales that lurk beneath the surface of OnlyFans. OnlyFans has changed the game. Launched in 2016, it's a platform where creators share exclusive content, fitness routines, cooking tips, art, music, or yes, sometimes adult content directly with their fans for a subscription fee. It's been a goldmine for many. In 2022 alone, the platform reportedly paid out over $5 billion to creators worldwide. From college students paying off loans to influencers diversifying their income, OnlyFans promises control, independence, and big money. But here's the flip side. When you open your life to strangers online, you're not just inviting fans, you're inviting anyone, and sometimes, those anyones have motives far darker than a monthly subscription. The stories you're about to hear aren't urban legends or creepypastas. They're real experiences shared by creators who faced terrifying situations because of their work on OnlyFans. I've spent weeks digging through forums, interviews, and first-hand accounts to bring you these tales, carefully protecting the identities of those involved. These aren't just cautionary tales, they're glimpses into the hidden dangers of a platform that's as risky as it is rewarding. Before we jump in, hit that subscribe button and ring the bell. We post chilling true stories like this every week. Now, let's get into the first story, one that'll make your skin crawl. Asterisk Story 1. The Stalker Who Knew Too Much. Our first story centers on a creator we'll call Mia, a 24-year-old graphic design student from a small town in Ohio. Back in 2020, Mia was drowning in student debt, $40,000 and counting, with part-time jobs barely covering rent. She turned to OnlyFans after a friend raved about making thousands a month posting cosplay and lifestyle content. Mia wasn't into anything explicit. Her page was all about her love for anime, crafting detailed costumes, and sharing behind-the-scenes looks at her life as a creative. She set her subscription at $10 a month, posted regularly, and within 3 months, had over 200 subscribers. The money was life-changing. She paid off half her loans and even started saving for her own apartment. But then, one subscriber changed everything. Mia first noticed LoyalFan92 about 6 months into her OnlyFans journey. He was a top tipper, dropping $50 or $100 on her posts with compliments like, "You're my favorite creator," or "This cosplay is perfection." At first, Mia was flattered. Big tips meant she could buy better materials for her costumes, but LoyalFan92's messages started getting weirdly specific. One day, he wrote, "That blue shirt you wore last Tuesday looked amazing." Mia's stomach dropped. She hadn't posted anything about a blue shirt, and she never shared real updates about her outfits. She brushed it off, thinking maybe she'd mentioned it in a story and forgotten, but the messages kept coming. "Love how you always get coffee at Brewed Awakening," he wrote another time. Brewed Awakening was her local coffee shop, a place she visited almost daily, but she'd never mentioned it on OnlyFans or anywhere online. Mia started to panic. She double-checked her posts, her Instagram, her TikTok, anywhere she might have accidentally shared her location. Nothing. She hadn't even used location tags. Yet LoyalFan92 seemed to know her routine. "Saw you walking your dog in that park with the red benches," he messaged one evening. Mia's dog, a scruffy terrier named Pixel, was her constant companion, and they often walked in a nearby park with, yes, red benches. But she'd never filmed or posted about those walks. Her mind raced. Was this guy guessing, hacking her phone? Following her, she blocked LoyalFan92 immediately and reported him to OnlyFans, but the platform's response was vague. "We've noted your concern and will investigate." Meanwhile, Mia stopped going to her usual spots. She avoided the coffee shop, changed her walking route, and even started covering her webcam when she wasn't streaming. For a few weeks, things seemed quiet. Mia hoped it was over. Then, one rainy night, she got a new message from a different account, True Fan Forever. Attached was a photo that made her heart stop. Her car, a beat-up Honda Civic, parked outside her apartment complex. Timestamped. That very evening, the message read, "Missed you today, Mia." She screamed, dropped her phone, and called her best friend, who rushed over. They reported the incident to the police, but with no real name or address for the account, there was little they could do. Mia installed a security camera, changed her locks, and made her OnlyFans account private, only allowing existing subscribers. She thought moving might be her only option, but she couldn't afford it yet. So she stayed, jumping at every noise. Barely sleeping, desperate to escape, Mia saved enough to move to a new city 2 hours away. She didn't tell anyone except her closest family, deleted her social media, and started over. For months, she felt safe again. She even considered restarting OnlyFans under a new pseudonym. Then, One morning she checked her mailbox and found an unmarked envelope. Inside was a handwritten letter, no return address, no stamp. It read, "You can't hide forever. Mia, I'll always find you." Her blood ran cold. She'd never shared her new address with anyone. The police took the letter for fingerprints, but nothing came of it. Mia quit OnlyFans for good, terrified that loyal fan 92 or whoever he was still out there watching her every move. To this day, she lives with the fear that he's waiting, biding his time. Mia's story is a gut punch. She started OnlyFans to chase her dreams, but it turned her life into a horror movie. What's scarier is how common this is. Creators across platforms face stalkers who exploit the personal connection these sites encourage. Mia's case shows how even safe content can attract dangerous obsession. She's slowly rebuilding her life, but she'll never feel truly safe again. Let's take a breath before we dive into our second story, because this one's just as haunting. If you thought Mia's experience was chilling, wait until you hear about Jake. His story proves that no matter how confident or careful you are, the wrong fan can turn your world upside down. Let's jump in. Asterisk Story 2. The fan who wanted Jake's life. Jake was a 32-year-old fitness coach from Los Angeles. Known for his chiseled abs and infectious energy, in 2021, he joined OnlyFans to share workout routines, meal prep tips, and a few shirtless flexing videos for his fans. His page was a hit, pulling in 500 subscribers at $15 a month within his first year. Jake loved the platform. It let him connect with fitness enthusiasts worldwide and fund his dream of opening his own gym. He was open about his life, posting about his golden retriever Max, his favorite dive bars, and his grind as a trainer. Fans loved his authenticity, and Jake thrived on their support. But one subscriber, FitFamForever, took that connection way too far. FitFamForever stood out. Early on, they commented on every post, bought every custom video, and sent Jake a $500 tip with a note, "You inspire me to be you." Jake thought it was a bit intense but sweet after all. Inspiring people was his goal. But then FitFamForever's behavior shifted. They started posting on other platforms, like Instagram and Reddit, mimicking Jake's life. They adopted a golden retriever that looked eerily like Max, copied Jake's workout plans verbatim, and even got tattoos matching Jake's: a barbell on the forearm and a quote, "Strength and struggle," on the bicep. Jake noticed when fans tagged him in FitFamForever's posts, saying things like, "This guy's your twin." At first he laughed it off, thinking it was just an overzealous fan, but it didn't stop there. Things took a darker turn when Jake got a call from his favorite bar, the Rusty Anchor. Someone claiming to be Jake had ordered drinks all night, racked up a $200 tab, and left without paying. The bartender described the guy, same height, similar build, even wearing a shirt with Jake's gym logo. Jake was stunned. He'd been home that night. He started digging into FitFamForever's online presence and found posts bragging about living Jake's life. The fan had started contacting Jake's friends, pretending to be him, asking personal questions like, "Hey, when's Jake's next workout sesh?" Some friends fell for it, thinking it was Jake on a new account. Then FitFamForever showed up at Jake's gym, demanding to train with his clients, claiming he was Jake's partner. Clients were confused, and Jake's reputation took a hit. Jake messaged FitFamForever demanding they stop. The response was chilling. "I'm just your biggest supporter. Why are you mad? I want to be like you." Jake blocked the account, but new ones popped up, each more aggressive. One sent him a video of someone driving past his gym, narrating, "This is where Jake builds his empire." Another sent photos of Jake's favorite bar, captioned, "Wish you were here." The Story 3. The Shadow Who Knew Her Name. Our story centers on a creator we'll call Sarah, a 26-year-old from a quiet suburb in Texas. In 2021, Sarah was working a dead-end retail job, barely making ends meet. Inspired by stories of only success, she joined the platform to share her love for baking. Her page was wholesome, recipes for cupcakes, decorating tutorials, and cozy vlogs about her life in the kitchen. No explicit content, just flour-dusted aprons and warm smiles. At $8 a month, her account grew slowly but steadily, reaching 150 subscribers in 6 months. The extra income meant she could quit her job and focus on her dream of opening a bakery. Sarah felt on top of the world until one subscriber turned her dream into a living nightmare. It started with a user called SweetTooth77. They were one of Sarah's top supporters, tipping $20 or $30 on her posts with messages like, "Your cakes are as sweet as you." Sarah appreciated the support. Tips helped her buy better equipment, but SweetTooth77's comments soon felt off. "That red apron you wore yesterday was perfect," they wrote one day. Sarah paused. She hadn't posted about her red apron. It was just something she wore at home while baking for herself. She checked her videos, her Instagram, her Twitter. Nothing mentioned the apron. Uneasy, she replied politely but kept a distance. Then came another message. "Love how you always stop by Sonny's Market for ingredients." Sonny's Market was her local grocery store, a place she'd never mentioned online. Her heart raced. How did they know? Sarah's unease turned to fear as Sweet Tooth 77's messages grew more personal. "Saw you at the park with your sister last weekend," they wrote, describing the exact outfit Sarah had worn, a yellow sundress she hadn't photographed. She hadn't posted about her sister or the park either. Panicked, Sarah scoured her accounts for leaks. She'd been careful. No location tags, no real-time posts, no personal details beyond her first name. Yet Sweet Tooth 77 seemed to know her routine. She blocked the account and reported it to OnlyFans, but the response was a generic word. Looking into it, desperate, she stopped going to Sunny's Market and avoided public places. She even taped over her laptop camera, terrified someone was hacking her devices. But the messages didn't stop. A new account, Sagarfan88, popped up with a chilling note. "Missed you at the store today, Sarah. Where have you been?" One night, Sarah came home to find her apartment door slightly ajar. Her blood ran cold. She lived alone, and no one had a spare key. Trembling, she called the police, who found no one inside but noticed something odd. A single cupcake wrapper on her kitchen counter, the kind she used in her videos, with a handwritten note that read, "Made this for you." Sarah hadn't baked that day. She broke down, realizing her stalker had been in her home. The police dusted for prints but found nothing conclusive. Sarah installed a security system and moved to a new apartment across town, keeping her address secret even from friends. But 2 months later, a package arrived at her new place, no return address. Just a photo of her at her old apartment's doorstep, taken the night she found the wrapper. The note attached said, "I'll always know where you are." Sarah quit OnlyFans immediately. She deleted all her social media, changed her phone number, and moved again, this time to a different state. She shared her story anonymously on a creator forum, warning others to protect their privacy. The police never identified Sweet Tooth 77 or Sugarfan88, leaving Sarah haunted by the thought that her stalker is still out there, watching from the shadows. She's given up her bakery dreams for now, too afraid to be in the public eye. "I thought I was sharing my passion," she wrote, "but I was sharing my life with a monster." Sarah's story is a stark reminder that platforms like OnlyFans can be a double-edged sword. The promise of freedom comes with risks no one warns you about. A single obsessive fan can turn your safe space into a prison of fear. Sarah's life is forever changed, not because of what she shared, but because of who was watching. If this story shook you, drop a comment. What do you think about the dangers creators face online? And if you want more true horror stories, hit that like button and subscribe for weekly chills. With that said, thanks for watching, and until next time.